my god! It's a Twin Blades variant. There's a Maelstrom on the backside. Phantom's picking up more kills, finds Andrew as well. It's a triple. Oh, look at Tahaka. Finds the Abathur top lane 6. Great Ring of Frost connecting onto 4 members. We might have a comeback for the ages. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. Will they be able to escape? ETC does fall. What a counter attack by ReGen Red, and he's gonna barely get away with his friggin' teleport ability. Holy shit! That was really spicy. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a late Tuesday night, especially if you're on the East Coast like me. We got some NGS action, and joining me today is none other than Mystic. How's it going, man?
How's it going, Verda?
I'm doing well. So this is our first time getting to do a duo cast. You saw me pick up Logical Decision. You were like, I want that. And I was like, come on, let's do it. So I'm stoked. I'm really excited to have you on tonight.
Me too. I'm looking forward to it. Finally getting to cast with the big boys.
So you had the thrilling opportunity to cast the season opener for Logical Decision last night. They went to 3 games. You want to give us a quick recap if you can remember some of those?
Yeah, man, it was a very exciting opening night, I think, for NGS all around. But we ended on a big note there. Started out with Logical Decision and Reborn Knights Red, and game number 1 was on Dragonshire. Picked by Logical Decision, won by Reborn Knights, and a very compelling performance on that first game, but Logical Decision brought it back on Reborn Knights map pick of Towers of Doom. Kind of a flip of roles there. They kind of dominated game number 2. And so we ended up having the nice big grand game number 3, which was just a nice back and forth slugfest on Tomb of the Spider Queen. In fact, pre-level 10 on Tomb, Reborn Knights actually had they had 1 objective completed with a fort down, and Logical Decision had 1 objective and got nothing from it. And as soon as those 10s came online, the game got interesting with the blow-up comps on both sides, and it was just a very thrilling game 3 to end the night on for NGS, I think. So I'm looking forward to see what comes tonight.
Yeah, that's amazing, especially Logical Decision. Good for them coming out, getting that W. Of course, last season, that would have just ended up as a tie, 1-1 in the books, but Season 6... best of 3 format, so no longer will we see ties in Nexus Gaming Series. And tonight, a match between a team who's already been started and a team on the other side, ReGen Blue, who are making their season debut tonight. Actually, their week 1 schedule had a bye, so this is a flex match, one of the open matches that these teams are able to play throughout the season. That's what you're seeing take place here tonight.
Looking forward to it. I'm curious to see if Logical Decision goes with some of the same comp builds that they had last night. We won't spoil any of that just yet, in case we got any spies in the midst, but definitely some discussion to have during the draft.
Absolutely. Just making sure we got this set up on the right side. Looks like they're going to do it for me. Awesome. We're going to have ReGen Blue on the left in blue. We're going to have a Logical Decision on the right in red, if you're keeping track at home, and for my co-caster, that might be helpful for you as well. So this is a flex match, and for some of these teams, which I think is interesting moving into this season, not only does Division B, but all of our divisions have these open matches that they get to play anytime throughout the season, and for those of you, if you're at home watching and you have a bye week where you don't have a match on your scheduled NGS calendar, go ahead and use one of your flex matches during that week. Fill it in, similar to what we're seeing here tonight, ReGen Blue's doing. We'll help you out, and we'll keep you playing throughout the season, and hopefully keep your team active and in form, so you don't slow down on your skills, and you keep the win column pumping up throughout the season, because that's really what matters. Looks like I have to invite you, Mystic. Are you in the NGS?
I am.
Oop, that's not the right one.
The only one with
there you are. Invite to game. Gotcha. Alright, so chat, we have everyone now here in our lobby. We We have both of our casters. Both of us are here. I'll let them know we're ready to go.
Ready when they are.
I do want to say thank you during our loading in, I guess you'd call it. We got a bit donation from Mr. Tanker, aka Carve. Thank you so much for that. Hope you're enjoying your trip, man, and hope you travel back safely. Excited to see you participate with ReGen Red this season.
Hey,
you got
we play those guys.
Yeah, ReGen Red playing in Division C East. Sister team here, though, ReGen Blue, about to get started. Season officially underway. We're in draft number 1. Dragon, Shire, Mystic. What do you like on this map?
I like Dahaka. I love me some Dahaka, even
Amen.
though I tend to be in the mage area. But Dahaka, Falstad, even Brightwing's globals are pretty strong here. Zagara with Nidus Worm can be a nuisance. And of course, Vikings.
Ooh, Vikings. But first we're going to end up seeing Ana being banned out by ReGen Blue. This is the map selection of Logical Decision. So first to pick and ban there, ReGen Blue. We're first on the clock. And Mystic, you were talking about him. There he is. First banned by LD. It's going to be Dahaka.
ReGen Blue was watching some matches last night with that Ana pick right out the gate. It was interesting to see, I guess, target bans last night towards Wono, and not hitting Malfurion last night, but he's making it through so far, so I'm curious to see if he picks him up tonight. But Ablo followed up right there, so no strong dive tanks here early on.
Well, that was a really quick pick on Zagara, another hero you were just talking about, Mystic. I feel like, did you do some research, or are you a little lucky so far?
A little lucky. Zagara was picked last night, actually, by Logical Decision, but here comes the Zeratul, which Monkus last night was talking about a lot for Logical Decision. Was really looking forward to see him run him, but here he is, right out the gate with Jaina, and I really like these first 2 picks.
Yeah, Snowglare, of course, been with NGS for quite some time, picking up this Jaina here, pairing it with the Zeratul. Shout out to players on this squad of Logical Decision. Participate and help host the Nexus Edge show. Had their first full episode released today. Head on over to the Nexus Gaming Series YouTube page. Shout out to Wono and Ziltoid for being a part of that, as we see ReGen Blue picking up Imperius and ETC Double Warriors here.
Ooh, and in that Iron Man skin for Imperius. That's a sick looking skin.
Yeah, definitely liking that one. I actually haven't had the opportunity to play with that skin yet. I'm normally one to buy almost every skin that comes out in this game, and I've kind of stopped since, I guess, the Blizz apocalypse that happened. but yeah, it's definitely a nifty skin. I'm liking some of the new ones that came out, including the Deckard, the Hanzo, and the Blaze skins that are so new. I think they're also fantastic, and the Flirty Mount Cloud is probably one of the best mounts that's been out in a while.
Definitely. Deckard's new skin is just beautiful.
So good. I'm really digging Blaze. Garrosh banned that.
I'm curious to see who ReGen Blue is going to be putting in the offlane between Imperius and Zagara.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Wait, hold on. I had the wrong division up there. Sorry about that, chat. Correct. Kime, it is actually Division B West. Should be updated now. Sorry about that. Still week 1. Casters are learning things too. Toronto Johanna picked up though by Logical Decision. They got their tank and support, so they're just leaving that off lane for their final pick.
Definitely, and if they really absolutely have to, Zeratul can cover the offlane pretty well as well.
Yeah, that is a good point.
I would expect somebody like maybe Falstad picked up here at the end. Just a nice range character, either to go against Zagara or Imperius. Can be kind of a nuisance for both of them. Zagara is probably a little bit better against Falstad than Imperius is, but Logical Decision last night proving Imperius can hold his own even against a range character, as Ulysses had him up on the top lane last night and got a couple picks solo. But it's going to be Leoric.
Yeah, big Leo going to go up against this double warrior comp from ReGen Blue with Imperius and ETC showing. Do you want to talk a bit about the Li Ming? Is she going to be able to get the resets needed to make her the mage choice that made the most sense for ReGen Blue? Of course, They have the Zagara, who's a bit limited in how much damage she can bring to a team fight, and with the double warrior, a lot of reliance is going to be on Jason's shoulders to make it happen for ReGen Blue, and I'm really liking this comp from Logical Decision. I think every pick there was a logical decision during the draft.
I will say this, if they put Zagara in the offlane, Imperius plus Li Ming is about as devastating as the old Valera Li Ming combo.
I do want to say a quick thank you to DB Smiley. His match finished up. He sent over a couple raiders. So welcome. I'm Murda, joined tonight by Mystic, and you're here just in time for the commencement of map number 1. This is Dragon Shire. And let me go ahead and introduce this team on the left-hand side. We got, led by the captain, on ETC, it's Mongoose, heading up to the top lane playing solo. That's Grendel. Osteel on Stukov. Larson's going to be playing Imperius, and still back at base, it's Jason on Li Ming. Ladies and gentlemen, ReGen Blue.
And over on the side of Logical Decision, we've got Ulysses on the Leoric, Snowglare on the Jaina, E-Day running the Joe, Ziltoy going to be causing some chaos with Zeratul, and Wono running Tyrande.
Alright, so that's probably the first time in the past month and a half I've gotten through introductions before the timer started for the match. Fantastic work already by my brand new co-caster.
Level 1 flashing the bling already.
I love it. Yeah, we got the golden rooster. I refuse to call him the golden cock, even though I just technically did. But level 1 talents up on your screen. And finally locking in there is Leoric. He's going to go with the Felt the Unto Death, which I think was the selection I saw last night too, when Leoric was ran there, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that looks correct. Pretty simple, basic, common things here at the start.
ReGen Blue a little bit behind early in these rotations. Good efforts so far here by Logical Decision, making it through, but Mongoose finding someone in the rotation, and it's, whoa, no, he's screaming out his own name at himself because he finds himself in a terrible spot, but not enough lockdown there by ReGen Blue. Everyone from Logical Decision gets out.
And Zagara just went straight top lane, got her creep set up. She has a kind of a good little advantage here in the top, but it's not going to be too much trouble for Leo. He's just very content to just let these minions push to him.
Yeah, the one thing really about this matchup with the Zagara here against Leo is she really shouldn't be getting caught by that spooky hand. Of course, Grendel just got caught as I'm trying to say that, but the distance provided and just having a ranged hero up against a Leoric can be pretty powerful in most cases up against this guy.
Yeah, definitely. And both teams grabbing their Siege Giants, and it was, as I was talking about, they got the Imperius Li Ming as it's part of the 4-man, so I'm looking to see them combo some orbs right into that big old spear of it.
Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and lower my microphone a little bit. You guys are saying it's a bit loud. Sorry about that. Probably coming in louder than you is the issue. But here we are on the bottom point. Still Siege Giants here for both squads. Finally finished up there by ReGen Blue is that red Siege Giant. So they're going to have control of this bottom lane for a moment. But not control of the top shrine yet. Zagara's still working on Leoric up there.
Yeah, just kind of back and forth up there. Minions just stalled out pretty much in the middle of the lane. And Leo's not even do much to stray away, as Grindel's going to have to eventually make a pressure for that point.
Yeah, I'm wondering if a bit Zagara is scared of the potential gank coming from Zeratul, trying to keep as many eyes on Ziltoid as possible, as we see the fight breaking out down bottom. Mongoose looking for it, but now he's finding himself in trouble. Good healing there by Osteel, using the kill switch, keeping ETC alive for now. E-Day still staying in here, throwing some condemns on ReGen Blue, standing in this bush. But really not too much damage coming out from either side. Again, very reliant on Li Ming's mage damage is ReGen Blue. They're looking for it here once again on top of Johanna, who's in that silence, but not enough. First blood of the game, though, is going to be handed over to Logical Decision, finishing off Mongoose down here.
Immediately down goes Stukov as well.
Ends up being a double kill for LD. Now going to gain possession of this bottom shrine, but up top it's Zagara regaining possession for ReGen Blue, so this is going to stay neutral for just a few more moments. ETC has respawned. Just about to respawn now is Stukov. Still early, level 7 talents here for Logical Decision.
Yeah, thankfully for Grendel, Ziltoid's kind of been stuck in the middle, counter-soaking Imperius, so there's not been much ganking happening or worry too much about where Zeratul is. He's been pretty noticeable so far.
Looks like ReGen Blue's going to check out this bottom bruiser camp. Not going to go ahead and start it up, as they find themselves with possession of both of these shrines for the time being. Jason's the only one here at mid, so showing up is Larson. See if they can keep his control and take a fight. I don't think they know where anyone's at from the side of Logical Decision. They're finding Johanna down bot, but they're not going to be able to kill that. I'm just surprised they're not making a move towards this middle shrine and getting this Dragon Knight.
Oh, good stall out the camp, helping to keep Grendel busy, and Ulysses just happy to reclaim the top. Jason rotating up now as well. Looks like they're going to try to overwhelm the top lane here.
Yeah, they're trying to deal with that bruiser camp, and that means down bottom, possession will be transferred back over to Logical Decision. Only one at mid right now is Ziltoid on Zeratul. We're going to have to respond to Imperius for a few moments. Li Ming dueling with Leoric up top. This is not a good spot for Jason. Going to need some help from Zagara. But that's just Ulysses able to hold this point up against two enemy heroes. It's going to stay red for a little bit.
Yeah, they made the ill decision to get close to Leo. That's not where you want to be.
Mangu's still trying to work down here in the bottom, but a fantastic job still happening from Logical Decision, maintaining possession down there. Finally, Jason and Grendel are able to regain control of this top lane shrine. But Jason looks like he's going to have to hearth and try to make his way back to one of these fights.
Yeah, Larson's pretty low in the middle too here against the Zeratul. See, Zeratul goes, he's going in for the final kill, but that's not an easy kill to get. Because Imperius just pops his little ore and heals most of his health back up immediately.
I really want to see this something change for ReGen Blue. Bring down this Li Ming to help out and poke out this bottom shrine. Keeping her at mid is not really doing much for the team. Unless they can find a kill on Ziltoid, having Li Ming in this middle lane right now is of no benefit to ReGen Blue. As you see, they're losing their wall down bot. Some of their own health bars are low. Osteel, you see, slowed down by Johanna so much, escaping for his life. That Water Elemental is just a significant amount of damage, and Logical Decision finding another huge play in this game and almost gathering the first Dragon Knight.
I'd like to point out we got Might of the Nerazim on Zeratul. No VP this game.
Yeah, kind of surprised they didn't want to go for VP and Ring of Frost combo. See a lot of teams trying to run that, especially down here in Division B, and saw it work really well last night, a Leyline Seal and the Ring of Frost, and kind of surprised not seeing anything like it in this matchup.
They had Jaina in two of the matches last night. Neither one of them they ran Ring of Frost, even with the Leo and Tomb and the Ubrak combo.
ReGen Blue looking for something, finding a mosh pit, one kill on each side. The exchange there actually was Imperius who died first, and this is Jason. Great face melt by Mongoose, making enough room, and that, yeah, it's Jason getting the first Dragon Knight of the game, and it's ReGen Blue on the board with the first objective.
Very nice play. I was busy checking out the top lane. I had a nice little fight going on up there, and I come back, and suddenly it's a blue Dragon Knight after Logical Decision had held that for so long.
Yeah, it was just a bit unfortunate. It looked like Johanna was back at base trying to get some health and mana. Without E-Day there, it gave enough room to rip off a mosh pit, and finding that one kill was enough to make the separation happen. This Dragon Knight, though, I wouldn't say is getting the most value ever. They were able to push through that wall at mid, but just 25 seconds remaining. They're still working on this wall down bot.
Yeah, interesting to see teams go mid without getting. If they're going to do that, they at least need to take out that well, give a little more less pressure in the middle. Bottom lane is always the best choice to me. You got three camps that you can have drive down that lane almost all game if you have control of it.
We got Johanna staying on top. See if she wants to rip this Blessed Shield. So far holding it. I'm assuming waiting to see if a mosh pit's going to be coming out, but maybe would have liked to see some aggression from E-Day in that situation to try to take that fight as ReGen Blue is trying to escape. Spear going to miss from Larson on his Imperius. Not a connection, and surprisingly, so first to 13, it's logical decision after losing that first objective.
Yeah, they've done a very good job keeping their soak going, even despite the Dragon Knight loss there. Of course, now that towers and stuff don't give XP, there's not really an advantage gained beyond getting those forts down and getting that free catapult bullshit every few ways, and the passive XP, of course.
So Zagara free soaking up top. Leo's going to show up and try to negate some of these minions pushing, and actually also walking up here is Ziltoid. So let's keep an eye up top. I believe Zagara should have seen that her creep was destroyed there, so I'm going to move us back down to the bottom. As ReGen Blue's working on this bruiser camp down here. Ide sees it, going to send down Wono and Snowglare, but until Zeratul gets here, there's not too much they can do. Mongoose has his mosh pit, a perfect spot for it too. Is he going to rip it? Mongoose, you need to rip the mosh pit, my friend!
No mosh pit comes out, but they do get the camp, but it's just going to get cleaned up real quick here by Zeratul, and Larson's getting super low here. Jada's just pumping out damage with his elemental, and Ide's not going to let him get away. Eventually has to walk away as the tower takes over. So Larson barely slipping out there, and despite all that, nothing really comes of that camp except the knot.
I'm wondering if maybe Mongoose's keyboard got unplugged. Didn't see an art key come out in a choke point. I mean, I couldn't imagine a better spot he would have been wanting his mosh pit to go off there. I'm a little sad he didn't want to rip it for us. So here we go, heading into objective phase 2, and I think this is a clear advantage right now for logical decision.
Definitely, we got a Ziltoid chasing down Grindel in the top lane, and down goes Zagara, but Stukov's silence making it a little hard to get away. Ziltoid's very low, getting tower shots. He's eventually going to send out the Leo. At least he's getting a little friendly there with Larson, but almost paying for it.
A couple missed kills by ReGen Blue, and big pickup by Ziltoid, finding the kill in the top lane on Zagara, who's been a bit of a nuisance. You talked about during draft how Zagara, especially heading into our level 16 talents here soon, can become someone you just have to keep an eye on the entire time, and of course that'd be Leoric's duty in this case, and I think the matchup for the most part has been fairly even between the two.
Yeah, I agree. We got Nidus network on Zagara, but they haven't given her a chance to really do anything with it. There's nothing here in the bottom lane for her to zip down and pump to 5v4. She hadn't been able to really get away.
ReGen Blue finding themselves now with control of both of these shrines, but they are down a talent tier. And if they get stuck in a fight here at level 16, Zeratul's the one you really want to watch. And here comes Ziltoid, see if he can find anything for his squad. Mongoose sees him. Follow-up spear. The silence there. Mosh pit whiffing, however. Mongoose not able to connect. So ReGen Blue now going to be looking to retreat, and that means Ziltoid ready to march on in with the Zeratul. Great swipes, though, by Ostil. Going to reset that and give opportunity for ReGen Blue to get out.
Zagara taking down that top fort. As we look, and ReGen Blue going to take their siege camp, while Logical Decision is going to push it on the fort down in bottom lane. They've got control. We got Leo and Ziltoid up here again on the Zagara, trapped in the wall, and Zagara's going to go down again.
Yeah, a bit far out for Zag when there's a Zeratul on the other side, especially. So big pickup there. Logical Decision now 6 kills in this game. 2 apiece for Zeratul and Jaina. 1 for Leoric and Johanna. 16s are finally here for ReGen Blue. I'm going to put those talents on your screen. They're looking to invade this camp possibly a little bit late. They're going to get back on out. See if they see Leoric trying to grab him from above. So Zagara spawning in 3 seconds. Does have that Nidus network up top. Should be able to make her way across the map quickly and potentially try to gather that top shrine. But bottom's being handed over right now to Logical Decision. And for a few moments they'll have opportunity to channel, but no one's here at mid. Looks like Zag will regain control up top for ReGen Blue.
Yeah, but Zagara needs to find a few minutes to get down the bottom lane, drop a piece of creep, get a Nidus farm down there, and as soon as Ulysses is up top, zip on down to the bottom, get that 5v4 fight, win something in the bottom lane for their favor.
But ReGen Blue continuing to be a pest on these shrines, have control once again of both of them. But Zeratul staying mid, keeping up that soak for Logical Decision, which has given them this 1-level lead here, almost 14 minutes into Dragonshire. But they've really struggled with containing both these shrines at the same time, and until they can deal with Zag again, push her off, and really utilize Zeratul in that top lane more, ReGen Blue is just going to continue to have control up there up against Leoric.
Yeah, Grindel pushed up quite a bit, but making the smart decision to back on out. Nobody's in the middle right now. And Ulysses is making a dash. He's going to get there just in time to interrupt Grindel.
Oof.
Just in time.
Throwing a lot of damage on Grendel as well. He should be able to get out, but yeah, that was a lot on top of Zag. Fight breaking out down bottom. Mongoose still has a mosh pit. See if he can use it this time, folks. Backing up for now. Condemned, thrown out by Johanna. Big turnaround with that water elemental from Jaina. Still no kills on either side. Mongoose looking for it. Finds Johanna, so there's the interrupt. But Jason not able to get a kill quite yet. Still working on it. Gets his first reset. Mongoose is low. He's able to back out. Doesn't die. And ReGen Blue looking for even more. Jason gets a double kill on a hero he's displayed so frequently before. Of course, being a grand champion in Season 5. He made a name for himself on this hero, displaying it again right now, Mystic.
Definitely, very nice turnaround on that fight. It looked like Logical Decision had swung it in their favor, but the Stukov arm just slapping people about and then leaving, following up on the silence and mosh pit. Just with no Joe, they had free reign of the rest of the team.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. The swipes by Osteel in that fight immediately as that water elemental was about to completely negate any chance they would have had to run away successfully and keep all of their lives. What a great job that swipes was, and really helped enable a re-engagement out of Mongoose and finding that mosh pit on top of Johanna, the one hero that has real opportunity to interrupt them. Of course, Tyrande can as well, but I believe the stun was down, the Lunar Flare was down for a moment there. So the Dragon Knight, it's picked up, it gets a keep, and we're not at level 20 yet, but one of these keeps is down, and ReGen Blue looking pretty good, Mystic.
Yeah, things looking in their favor. We're going to go ahead and opt for this middle fort, just get some more pressure going in the lanes, which that's all you need at this point in the game. Keep that pressure up in the lanes, and the shrines become easier and easier to hold. Another big punt.
Yeah, I'm curious, right as this Dragon Knight expires, 8 seconds for that, will Logical Decision be able to press forward and find a fight? This is one of the best chances they're going to have remaining for a little bit until both teams are level 20, but they're not going to find that fight. Escaping is ReGen Blue, but Mongoose, he's pinging forward. He wants to invade this camp desperately.
That's a gutsy call here, especially with 20 literally online now, but Logical Decision opting not to make the challenge for it. Then, oh, Mosh Pit was up, so I think that was a good call.
Mosh Pit is up. Jason's ECC there is E-Day on Johanna. ReGen Blue is going to move down to this neutral camp, but they got some enemy heroes walking their way. Larson has full scouting on all of this. Jason and Osteel still staying inside this Merc camp zone, really trying to get it. They will get it, but now it's time to fight. Level 20, level 20. I have the talents on your screen as this fight's about to break out, but I'm almost certain that something's going to happen here. Mongoose is going to look for it. Here it comes. Mosh Pit on 2 inside of Silence. No, he's interrupted. There's going to be the Entomb. It's double kill for Logical Decision. Jason can't find a reset. He ends up being the 3rd down. And now LD with a huge opportunity to siege forward, potentially matching the keep that's been destroyed in their lane. What a sweet little triple kill that was for them.
Very nice there. Jason opting to teleport in, trying to get that last bit of damage on. It just wasn't quite enough, and that spelled the end for Li Ming. I don't know. LD doesn't seem to be aware of the Nidus form hiding out underneath his bottom shrine. And that's Zagara's got one near each shrine now, so she can kind of play keep away and stall them out a little bit if she needs to with these shrines come back online.
Here we go. They go ahead and steal away that camp, still with about 20 seconds until full strength for ReGen Blue. Sieging in this bottom lane still is Logical Decision, and I think they have a really good chance of getting this keep down. I don't see much that outside of Zagara poking at this that ReGen Blue can do, and sure enough, that will be matched keep pressure in this bottom lane. Catapults will be spawning. for Logical Decision. Right now, though, is a objective phase. Neither in control of either team. Looks like Zag's going to be in charge of up top. Or will she? Just going to be working on the camp for now as Grendel.
Yeah, Zag's stopping to do a camp there. Taranda's got the bottom one here. Joe and Snowglare just kind of hanging out in the tri-bush along with Ziltoid, keeping an eye on everything.
ReGen Blue going to check out mid, knowing that they don't have possession of either of these. They're trying to protect as much as they can around this Dragon Knight Shrine at mid. Missing a fight there. Power Slide not connecting. So Ide was able to back out. Here comes Leoric. Zagara is still up top, so a great spot for Logical Decision as they press forward. Mongoose missing another Power Slide. Didn't find it, but Zag did find possession again up top of that shrine. So, oh, and look at this. With Nidus bottom, Nidus top. Zag playing Ring Around the Rosie, getting back and forth, maintaining possession for ReGen Blue. And this is exactly why they wanted to draft Zagara, I'd imagine.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about after Logical Decision won that bottom fight. They didn't see Zagara pop up out of the Nidus Worm down there and just walk right past it. I mean, all that creep down there, knowing she has Nidus Worm, you've got to think to check one of the bushes there.
ReGen Blue continuing with their aggression on these siege camps in the bottom lane, working on invading this yet again, and will be successful as the rotation's not here in time. Zagara continuing to use this Nidus network, makes her way back up top. In a lane that has catapult pressure coming from ReGen Blue, will be able to help negate this Bruiser camp that's pushing, but here's Ziltoid trying to work on Zagara still. Grendel should be safe getting some armor on top of that creep. Mongoose says, Ziltoid, you're not getting out of here. Misses another mosh pit, but Ziltoid should be down. Yes, he is. Only the 4th kill of the game for ReGen Blue. See if they can make anything happen with this power play, yeah. So, looks like Zag will be able to recapture top. Has a Nidus to make her way back down bottom as ReGen Blue's making this rotation as a team. See what Zag wants to do in this spot. So far, it's just ETC up front. Imperius coming on the deep flank. See if he can find anything with a spear. Does connect on Tyrande, but Wono still able to back up. Mongoose pressing forward. Looking for a mosh pit. He's inside that. Buried alive by Ulysses. It's Leoric saving the day again with that entomb, and Mongoose is likely going to fall here. Yeah, he's going to sacrifice his health and try to get out. Oh, maybe he can get out. I don't think he does. There's the Torbus, though. Connects on the 2.
Gosh.
They do get a kill on Leoric, but still not enough for Jason to find a second kill, I don't think.
No, I think at this point, just
Get the
back up a little bit.
Get the shrine, head mid. I mean, look at the spot they're in. They still have health bars. The Oracle will be up soon. Zeratul just now respawning. Getting chased down is Stukov on the invisible horse.
Grendel gonna keep that lane pressure up at the bottom, grab to the neutral camp, probably gonna zip right up on top as soon as Zeratul leaves after capturing that camp. You see him going to the Nidus one.
And there's
Pretty much
Zeratul
a
destroying
free
one of those
base.
Nidus.
And you saw Snowglare earlier check that bottom right bush, but good job on ReGen Blue to invade before they could find it.
They're sending a lot of firepower down on Stukov right now, including the Blessed Shield. Osteel is down, quickly bursted. And there's another buried alive. This time, it's on top of Jason. He does have a teleport to get out right as it was expiring. But the other thing expiring is all of his health. See you later, Jason. A double kill for Logical Decision. We are in the very late game, almost 23 minutes in, and LD looking to finish it out right here, Mystic.
Ooh, it is an interesting scenario. Zagara's got both shrines. Is Zagara gonna go mid?
I don't know.
Rachel's
Even if
gonna
she
go
does go
bottom.
mid, I think LD can finish this game right here, right now. Especially if they find a kill on Mongoose, who's very low. 70 health. Does finally fall. Larson now the only one in defense. Zagara's Hearth coming back to try to save this core. But if they lose another hero, this is terrible, and it's going to be Larson falling. Now the only one in defense is Grendel. Everyone's here. Entomb's down. See you later. GG. Game number 1. After what looked like should have been a win for ReGen Blue. Logical Decision with the comeback late.
Very nice turnaround there at the very end. I like the clever idea from Zagara. I think had there been a 9 Swarm in the middle, they could have pulled that little trick off, but Zero was able to cap it, and Zagara forced a Hearth to try to save the rest of the team, and it just wasn't enough. Very, very fun game number 1, though. Very great fights on both sides.
Yeah, absolutely. I enjoyed it. Anytime we get to see a late game like that, almost 24 full minutes, outstanding. I thought Grendel, you talked about it during draft, was going to be a nuisance, and definitely ended up being one. However, I thought the response from Ziltoid throughout the game, keeping Zagara in check, really did a lot. It definitely helped propel them to a victory there. But certainly MVP of the game, Snowglare, 7 kills, no deaths, led the game in hero damage. Outstanding work by Snowglare.
Yeah, very good job all around. Once that Buried Alive came online, as soon as it hit, they were very quick to pounce those targets and remove them from the fight.
All right, so I got those talents up on your screen if you want to check them before we head on into our break. Thanks for stopping in so far. We got more Heroes of the Storm action going to be coming your way. We're going to take about a short 3 or 4 minute break, and we'll be back for game number 2 between ReGen Blue and Logical Decision.